How's it going, everyone? This is Eddie with Joe's Gaming and Electronics, and today I'll be showing you guys how to replace the Joycon rail either side on your Nintendo Switch. To get started, I'll be using a couple screws, or screwdrivers I should say, and I'll be using this kit that we saw on our website. It's a great kit, comes with a nice case, metal case, clicks into place. The kit includes tweezers as well. I mean, if you see yourself doing a couple repairs, I highly recommend this kit. It has like every bit you're gonna need really for any electronic repairs, at least any that I've done, and I've done quite a few. To get started, I'll be using a Phillips PH00 and a Y2.0 screwdriver. So we'll go ahead, pop this Y2.0 on, and get to unscrewing. Just these four holding the back cover in place. Place those to the side. Very nice. Now go ahead, swap to that Phillips screwdriver, and I'll start with removing these two non-magnetic screws as well as that one up top. Now that we've done that, go ahead, pop that stand up. You're gonna have one Phillips screw under here. Close that back up. And now we could go ahead and take out all the 5 screws on the side, holding this rail in place. We'll be working on the left rail today. Should have specified that in the beginning. Fairly similar process for both videos, just the way the ribbon is connected inside differs a tiny bit. But here's the left. There will be another video if you're working on the right, so link below for that video. I'm pretty sure it should be up at the same time this is up. So you'll kind of see that this rail is now kind of flopping. So what we do is go to this side and remove the middle screw on the opposite side, just because that holds the back cover in place as well. But on the opposite side, you just remove the middle screw. The other 4 you leave in place, and you kind of lightly pry up on this. It'll pop up, and carefully keep working, wiggling, because you do not want to snap any of these tabs. Opening this game card will help loosen it, and just keep kind of working, and it'll pop off with ease. You want to be very careful not to damage any of those tabs, because then you need to replace this, or it would never hold the same. So just be wary of that. So now here we are. You can see the ribbon going into the connecting in the main board. So we're gonna have to remove all these silver screws on the perimeter and one in the middle here. Now that we've removed all those screws, almost all, 2 more right here, we could go ahead, pry this SD card off, and we could just pull this cover off, collect any of the screws that were surrounding the area, and place those neatly to the side. Very nice, everybody. You're doing great. So now we could track this ribbon and see that it goes right here. Very easy. What we're gonna do is grab a plastic pry tool, and whenever you're working with connectors, it is always a good idea to unhook your battery. So you could use a plastic pry tool or a screwdriver and carefully just get under that clip and just pry it up. Easy. So using this side of our pry tool, there's gonna be this gray tab that you pop up, and it'll just allow this ribbon to slide right out. Bam. You can go ahead, and there will be a little bit of tape holding this ribbon down. So just kind of pull up and carefully just slide this out. Carefully releasing that tape. your pry tool can come helpful in releasing that tape, and it'll easily slide out. Now we grab our replacement, and we just do the exact opposite and kind of slide it in. What I found is you kind of position this into place right here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this ribbon flat, slide it down parallel with the board, or I guess it would be perpendicular to it, depending on how you view it. But just following this casing right here, put it down and pat it down with your pry tool, just to kind of flatten the curve, you know. Have it seat down. A little wiggling can help. And you just kind of seat into place. Bam, there it goes. And ensuring that that one clip you unhooked is open, go ahead and line this ribbon up. Just kind of a little finagling. Nice and easy. And once it's lined up, go ahead and close that clip down and kind of hold this down. And before we go ahead and reassemble everything, we're gonna plug that battery back in. Once the battery's plugged back in, we grab this metal shield we took off, put it back into place, and just for ease of assembly, I'm gonna go ahead and pop in the 4 screws, not the middle one. You want to be careful so that doesn't happen to you. You kind of line it up, have it set in place, and the 2 outsides, just don't put the middle screw in. So 4 in total. You kind of line it up, screw it in, just so this tab isn't, the rail isn't all over the place for you, and it kind of gets held in while we reassemble. It's not flopping around and potentially damaging the ribbon. And then you just be back to where you started with the broken rail or a Joycon slot, however you want to phrase it. So almost done. One more screw. So I'll show you guys here. All 4 screws except for that middle screw right there, because that holds that tab in, so we're gonna need to keep it open for now. So we go ahead and just start putting all the screws back in. I like to start with that SD card. What I do here is I kind of hold it at an angle. Line the clip up to that board, and then just using the pry tool, press it into place. You'll hear a nice and crisp snap of it clipping into place. A crunch, you might say. Then we just put all the screws back in, starting with the one that holds the SD card itself, and then work the perimeter. I like to start with that middle screw just so I don't forget it as I go, and work the rest of the screws. Woo! And one last silver screw. Once you put this last silver screw in, you shouldn't have any more silver screws in your collection of taking off screws. So once you've done that, go ahead and put this back cover back in, aligning these tabs in place with wherever they go. And you do not want to force this, so just kind of work it, pat it until it kind of sits into place without forcing anything. And here you're gonna have a little bump here. This is the only spot where there's a clip. Just push down and it'll go right into place. So now we can go ahead and start reassembling. I like to start with the 3 non-magnetic screws, just because they can be kind of finagly, but I got a trick for you guys. You put it on the head of the screw, on the bit, hold down with your finger, hold the switch up like this so that gravity is working with you, right? And push in with your finger to align that tab with that hole, and there you go. Look at that. Gravity really does help in this case, because whenever I try to do it sideways or something, the screw would always be falling out on me. So I found that this is the best way to do it. and it just, I don't know, it's nice. If you have a better way though, leave a comment below and let me know, as well as everyone else who might be doing this repair. But I found this to be pretty good for me. Bam. Now we're gonna go ahead and put these 2 Phillips screws, the 2 middle ones that we've taken out, on both these rails. Starting with that one, moving on to this one. Alrighty, put that one in as well. Switch, actually not yet. Pop this stand up. We're gonna have one last Phillips screw. It's a small screw with a big washer type head. Go ahead, not a lot of thread on that. Switch back to that Y that we used in the beginning, and it'll be these 4 longer screws. I like to place them into their appropriate positions. And once I place them all in, I just go ahead and screw them in. We're getting a cross-like pattern. Make sure that they're kind of standing up straight, and then you start screwing because you don't want to cross thread these. They go in very easily, so if you're kind of fighting with it, if you really got to force it in, you're probably cross threading it. Stop, back out, and try again. But bam, you just did it. You replaced the left side Joycon rail slot on your Nintendo Switch. Pretty easy. I know you guys could do it. All thanks to this toolkit. Again, you can buy the screwdriver separately. However, this is really nifty to have around. I found personally, I use it all the time. These tweezers for other repairs. Sometimes they can even help with aligning the ribbons. In this case, you didn't need to. However, sometimes they could be a bit finagly. So, very nice thing to have. Has all the bits. Listen to this. Listen. Oh my, that's a nice bearing if I've ever heard of one. So if you need any parts or tools that I used, links will be below, including this very nifty toolkit, as well as all the parts. If you don't feel comfortable doing this repair, we can repair it for you. We fill out the repair form on our website, and we do repair more than just Nintendo Switches, so give it a browse if you have any smartwatches or consoles, whatever. Or give us a call, reach out, and we could give you a quote. If you have any questions, use the comment section below. We're pretty on top of the comments, replying to them, helping you guys however we can. If you enjoyed the video, give it a little thumbs up, just to be like, yo Ed, I like you, you know? Keep doing what you're doing. And I will keep doing what I'm doing, and providing you with a little bit of comedic effect, as well as a little bit of repair knowledge along the way. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, like the video, I said that already. So just thanks for watching, everybody. It was great to have you as an audience. I know that you're just as psyched as I am about repairing your unit, and you know, put hashtag RepairGang, post it on Instagram, send a sticker your way, you know? It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. Enough of that. Have a phenomenal day, everyone. This has been Eddie with Joe's Gaming Electronics, signing out.